Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, dear viewers across Europe, welcome to Freising, Germany. Welcome to the draw for the FIBA European Youth Championships 2023. My name is Ljubomir Mandic. I'm the head of competitions for FIBA Europe, and I will guide you through today's draws. But before I do that, I would like to ask on stage for a few welcome words the FIBA Executive Director Europe, Mr. Kamil Novak.
So good morning also from my side. I'm happy to welcome here not only many representatives of our national federations, also very many secretary generals and director generals of the national federations, and I'm very happy to welcome here also members of the FIBA Europe board. The second vice president of FIBA Europe board, Mrs. Carmen Tocala. Carmen, good morning. And the member of the board and the executive board of FIBA Europe, Mr. Jorge Garbajosa. Good morning, Jorge. We are here at the draw, and I think it is every year when I say this is for FIBA Europe one of the most, if not the most important part of our work. Not only that we organize every single summer, 16 Youth European Championships in both categories, men and women, and of course in the three age categories. But also the most of the finances which we generate are going to the development of the youth basketball in each national federation. So this is really a topic which is also very often lengthily discussed in the board. And this is really something where we believe, together with you, that we can move our sports forward. And I think the recent Eurobasket, which for us it is already a long time ago, but it's only a few months ago where we concluded the Eurobasket 2022. I think this was a clear proof and demonstration of the strength of European basketball. But the youth competitions, this is really something I would say basic and most important for us. We have again almost 250 teams playing across Europe, and also we are very happy as FIBA Europe, and we know that this is not easy to find 16 organizers. Just for you, this is something where other international European federations do not really understand how we manage, that we find and organize every summer 16 youth championships. Something I think we and you should be proud of. For the 2023 edition, we have one decision which I would like to share with you. It's a decision of the executive board of FIBA Europe, which reconfirmed the situation that teams from Russia and Belarus will not be registered. So the 2023 summer will be without the youth teams from Russia and Belarus for obvious reasons. So this is something what the executive committee of FIBA Europe decided just recently. Other than that, we have clear competition, we have a clear systems, we have the organizers. It was a little bit more difficult. And this is again something where I would like to underline here. The board of FIBA Europe discussed this issue because, of course, we are aware of the financial situation in Europe. Together, it is connected to the war, but also to the inflation and to the increased prices of energy. So we know that this is not easy for the organizers. The mathematics, the financial calculations have changed. We know that. That's why the board not only increased the support to the organizers for 2022 summer, but also at the same time decided to increase it also for the summer 2023. So financially we do what as much as we can, and we understand that this is for the organizers not an easy task, but again, thank you all federations who actually submitted the candidature to host the tournaments, and I would not make it any longer. I wish all of you good luck for the draw. Obviously, good luck for the summer, for the preparation and the tournament itself. And I would now pass back to Mr. Mandic, who will take us, all of us, through the exciting draws. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Novak. We have today on the agenda 16 competitions to draw, with a total of 246 national teams having registered from 48 national federations. That's 129 men's national teams and 117 women's national teams. Before we start, maybe as a short reminder to see what this is all about, a few highlights of the joyous moments of the trophy lifting scenes from it's all about. We are ready to start, and in order to help with the draws this morning, first I would like to ask on stage from the competitions department, Mr. Sinan Taze, and as a special guest for the first part of the draws, legend of Greece basketball and former national team player, Mrs. Evina Maltsi. Welcome. We are ready to start with the draw for the first competition. We will start with the under-16 women's category and start with the under-16 women's European Championship Division C to be played in Andorra from the 18th to the 23rd of July. This is a competition with 8 teams, so we will be drawing 2 groups of 4 without any restrictions. Therefore, we are ready to start with the first team from Seed 1. This is Malta into Group A. The camera up. And Albania into Group B. Moving on immediately to Seed 2. Georgia into Group A. And Moldova into Group B. From Seed 3, Armenia into Group A. And the host, Andorra, into Group B. Gibraltar into Group A. And Azerbaijan into Group B. Now we will also draw the numbers 1 to 4 to determine the order of play. Teams from Seed 1 will get number 3. Then number 2. followed by number 1. And number 4. This concludes the draw for the Under-16 Women's European Championship Division C. Please stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the next draw. Okay, we are ready to go. The next competition to be drawn is the Under-16 Women's European Championship Division B, to be played in Podgorica, Montenegro from the 10th to the 19th of August. This is a competition with 19 teams, which means we will be drawing 3 groups of 5 and 1 group of 4. And the groups of 5 have been predetermined as groups A, C, and D, meaning the teams from seed 5 will be drawn into groups A, C, and D. Okay, this just as a short information up front. Just have to replace one of them. Okay, we're good to go and start with the teams from seed 1. This is Lithuania into Group A. Sweden into Group B. Denmark into Group C. And Germany into Group D. Moving on to seed 2. Slovakia into Group A. Bulgaria into Group B. That's the Netherlands into Group C. And Ukraine into Group D. Ready to continue with teams from seed 3. This is Romania into Group A. the host, Montenegro, into Group B. That's Great Britain into Group C. And Norway into Group D. Moving to seeds 4. Austria will go into Group A. Ireland into Group B. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group C. And Luxembourg into Group D. Quick reminder, the groups of 5 were predetermined as Groups A, C, and D. The first team that will be drawn will go into Group A. Switzerland into Group A. That's Iceland into Group C. And Estonia into Group D. The teams from seed 5 will automatically be assigned number 5, and we will draw the numbers 1 to 4 for the other lines. We start with number 4 for the first line. Followed by number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the Under-16 Women's European Championship Division B. Stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the next draw. In between, we can also take a look at last year's medalists of the Under-16 Women's European Championship. France won the title in this age category, beating Spain in the final, and Croatia winning the bronze medal. Also, we can take a look at some of the highlights from last year's event, the top place. We're looking forward to many more highlights to come in 2023. We are ready to continue with the draw for the Under-16 Women's European Championship. to be played in Izmir, Turkey from the 11th to the 19th of August. This is a Division 8 tournament with 16 teams, so we will be drawing 4 groups of 4 without restrictions, and we're ready to start with the seed 1. Czechia will go into Group A. France into Group B, the defending champion. This is Italy into Group C. And Spain into Group D. Moving to seed 2. Latvia into Group A. Hungary into Group B. Poland into Group C. And Belgium into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Finland into Group A. Turkey, the host, into Group B. Croatia into Group C. And Greece into Group D. From seed 4, Portugal into Group A. Serbia into Group B. Israel into Group C. And Slovenia into Group D. Now we'll draw the numbers to determine the order of the games. Number 1. Followed by number 2. Number 3. And in the correct order, number 4. This concludes the draw for the Under-16 Women's European Championship. And stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the next competition. Okay, we're ready to go. We're moving to the under-16 boys category, and we'll start with the under-16 European Championship Division C, to be played in Pristina, Kosovo from the 19th to the 27th of July. This is a competition with 10 teams, so we will be drawing 2 groups of 5 without restriction, and we'll start with seed 1. Kosovo, the host, into Group A. And Cyprus into Group B. Andorra into Group A. And Albania into Group B. Moldova into Group A. And San Marino into Group B. Malta into Group A. And Armenia into Group B. Gibraltar into Group A. And Azerbaijan into Group B. Now also the numbers 1 to 5 for the order of games. We start with number 2. Followed by number 1. Number 4. Then number 3. And finally number 5. This concludes the draw for the Under-16 European Championship Division C, and we will continue by preparing the draw for the next competition. Okay, we are ready to continue. The next competition is the Under-16 European Championship Division B, to be played in Pitești, Romania from the 4th to the 13th of August. This is a competition with 21 teams. That means we will be drawing 3 groups of 5 and 1 group of 6. The group of 6 has been, again, predetermined as Group C. Okay? The group of 6 will be Group C. We're ready to start with the teams from Seed 1. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group A. Estonia into Group B. Croatia into Group C. And the Netherlands into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. This is Iceland into Group A. We want to make sure everything is correct. Okay. Great Britain into Group B. Denmark into Group C. And Bulgaria into Group D. Moving to Seed 3. The host, Romania, into Group A. Ukraine into Group B. Czechia into Group C. And Portugal into Group D. Continuing with teams in Seed 4. This is Georgia into Group A. Hungary into Group B. Switzerland into Group C. And Sweden into Group D. Moving to Seed 5. Austria into Group A. Norway into Group B. Ireland into Group C. And Slovakia into Group D. And in Seed 5, there is only one team, which is Luxembourg, and as announced earlier, Luxembourg will go predetermined into the group of 6, which is Group C. Luxembourg will be assigned number 6. We will now draw the numbers 1 to 5 to determine the order of the games. Four for the first line. Then number 3. Followed by number 2. Number 1. And number 5. This concludes the draw for the Under-16 European Championship Division B. We will continue with the preparations for the next draw, but in order to shorten the waiting time, we have again an overview of last year's medalists in the Under-16 men's category. If we can get that graphic. Lithuania lifted the title silver for Spain and bronze for France. And again, we also here have some highlights from last year's event.
Down by Lithuania, out in transition, oh, batted, ferociously off the glass. Spain come back the other way and get the out. Defense, no space on the ball at all, no separation I think I've seen. Foul, 4-point play. Dave's with it. Just wanted that one more. Lies down inside, and there's the two-handed hammer. Zenge.
Also here, looking forward to many more highlights to come. We are now ready to start with the draw for the Under-16 European Championship, which will be played in Skopje, North Macedonia. Division A tournament will be played from the 5th to the 13th of August, and we will be drawing 4 groups of 4 without any restrictions and are ready to start with teams from Seed 1. This is Turkey into Group A. France into Group B. Spain into Group C. And Greece into Group D. From Seed 2. Okay, now it's all correct. Seed 2. Italy into Group A. Lithuania into Group B. Israel into Group C. And Serbia into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Slovenia into Group A. The host, North Macedonia, into Group B. Germany into Group C. And this should be Latvia. Yes, Latvia into Group D. Last but not least, seed 4. Montenegro into Group A. Belgium into Group B. Finland into Group C. And finally Poland into Group D. We will draw the numbers 1 to 4 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 3 for the first line. Followed by number 2. Number 1. And finally number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the Under-16 European Championship. We will continue in a few moments after we have prepared the draw for the next competition. Okay, we're ready to start. We're now moving to the under-18 age category, and we'll start with the women's categories. The first competition to be drawn is the under-18 Women's European Championship Division C, to be played in Durrës in Albania from the 1st to the 6th of August. This is a competition with 7 teams, and also here we have a predetermined group of 4, which will be Group B, and then therefore Group A will be with 3 teams. We are ready to start with seed 1. Malta into Group A. The host, Albania, into Group B. Andorra into Group A. And Kosovo into Group B. Cyprus into Group A. And Moldova into Group B. And in seed 4, we have the national team of Armenia. And as mentioned before, they will go into the predetermined group of 4, which is Group B. Armenia will be automatically assigned number 4, and we will draw numbers 1, 2, and 3 to determine the order of play. Number 3 for the first line. Followed by number 2. And number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the Under-18 Women's European Championship Division C. We are ready in a few moments, preparing the draw for the next competition. We are ready to continue and will continue with the FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championship Division B that will be played in Sofia, Bulgaria from the 30th of June to the 9th of July. This is a competition with 18 teams. That means 2 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 5. Predetermined as the groups of 5 are groups A and D. Again, groups of 5, A and D. We're ready to start with teams in seed 1. Croatia into Group A. Bosnia and Herzegovina. into Group B. Greece into Group C. And Sweden into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. That is the Netherlands into Group A. Ireland into Group B. Romania into Group C. And Slovakia into Group D. Moving to Seed 3. Denmark into Group A. Great Britain into Group B. Luxembourg into Group C. And Ukraine into Group D. Iceland into Group A from Seed 4. Norway into Group B. Austria into Group C. And the host, Bulgaria, into Group D. We have in Seed 5 two teams that will go to the predetermined groups of 5, A and D. The first team will go into Group A. This is North Macedonia. And into Group D, Estonia. Estonia and North Macedonia will both be assigned number 5, and we will draw numbers 1 to 4 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 1. Followed by number 2. Then number 4. And number 3. This concludes the draw for the Under-18 Women's European Championship Division B. Stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the next competition. In the meantime, again, we will have a look at last year's medalists from the Under-18 Women's European Championship. Lithuania lifted the trophy, Spain silver and France bronze. And also here we have highlights from the 2022 tournament.
About the FIBA Under-18 Women's European Championship. This is the final. Lithuania, Spain. Somehow, somewhere.
Okay, we are ready to continue with the Under-18 Women's European Championship to be played in Konya, Turkey from the 1st to the 9th of July. 16 teams, 4 groups of 4. We're ready to go with seed 1. This is Italy into Group A. France into Group B. Spain into Group C. And Germany into Group D. Moving to seed 2. Lithuania into Group A. Hungary into Group B. Latvia into Group C. And Czechia into Group D. From seed 3, Belgium will go into Group A. Poland into Group B. Israel into Group C. And Finland into Group D. Moving to seed 4. Portugal into Group A. The host, Turkey, into Group B. Serbia into Group C. And Slovenia into Group D. Now the numbers to determine the order of the games. We start with number 4. Followed by number 1. Number 3. And number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the Under-18 Women's European Championship. We're just over halftime with the draws of our competitions. At this moment, I want to thank Evina for her very good hand, not just as a player, but also at the draws. Thank you very much, Evina, and we will continue to prepare with the next draw. Other side. Okay, the time has also come to thank Sinan for his help and to introduce another colleague from the competitions department for the second half of the draw. Please welcome Mr. Gintaras Leonavicius. And in order to help us here with the second half of the draws, I would like to also welcome another special guest, former Great Britain international, Mr. Dan Clark. We're now moving to the under-18 boys categories, and we'll start with the under-18 European Championship Division C to be played in Baku in Azerbaijan. This is a competition that will be played from the 29th of July to the 6th of August with 9 national teams, and we have one group of 4 and one group of 5. The predetermined group of 5 will be Group B. We'll start with the teams in Seed 1. That is Cyprus into Group A. Luxembourg into Group B. The host, Azerbaijan, into Group A. Monaco into Group B. Moldova into Group A. San Marino into Group B. We have Malta into Group A. And Andorra into Group B. There's one team in Seed 5, which is Gibraltar, and as mentioned earlier, they will go into the predetermined group of 5, which is Group B. Gibraltar will also be automatically assigned number 5, and we will draw numbers 1 to 4 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 2. Followed by number 4. Number 3. And number 1. This concludes the draw for the Under-18 European Championship Division C. Please stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the next competition. Okay, we're ready to continue. The next competition is the Under-18 European Championship Division B. Will be played in Matosinhos in Portugal from the 21st to the 30th of July. This is a competition with 22 national teams, which means we will be drawing 2 groups of 5 and 2 groups of 6. Predetermined as the groups of 6 are groups B and C. We're ready to go with the teams in Seed 1. That's Great Britain into Group A. Montenegro into Group B. The Netherlands into Group C. And Latvia into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. North Macedonia into Group A. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group B. Estonia into Group C. And the host, Portugal, into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 3. This is Iceland into Group A. Hungary into Group B. Ukraine into Group C. And Belgium into Group D. Moving to Seed 4. That is Austria into Group A. Georgia into Group B. Romania into Group C. And Bulgaria into Group D. From Seed 5, the first team is Norway into Group A. Slovakia into Group B. Ireland into Group C. And Switzerland into Group D. In seed 6, we have 2 teams. As announced earlier, they will go to the predetermined groups of 6, the first team into Group B and the next one into Group C. That is Albania into Group B. And Kosovo into Group C. Both Albania and Kosovo will automatically be assigned number 6, and we will be drawing numbers 1 to 5 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 4 for the first line. Followed by number 1. Then number 3. Number 2. And number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the Under-18 European Championship Division B. We will prepare the draw for the next competition. In the meantime, let's take a look at the medalists of last year's Under-18 European Championship. Spain lifted the title, Turkey won silver, and Serbia bronze. And also here we have prepared a few highlights from this tournament.
Averaging under 66% for the tournament. Serbia a little over 69. Oh, 3 is good! Shy of 70% from the free throw line, and that's good defense by Serbia. They've got a 4-on-1 break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop to lift the roof, and the ad boards have collapsed. Pulled down by Michel. Goes long, and the hammer is thrown down, and the foul. The big man was not going to be stopped. Turkey are pushing them all the way to the wire. Inside, oh, there's the poster! Buyak Tunchel is not going to go into the night quietly.
It was a great tournament indeed last year, and we hope the 2023 edition will be just as good. We're ready to draw the Under-18 European Championship that will take place in Niš, Serbia from the 22nd to the 30th of July. 16 teams, 4 groups of 4. We're ready to start with seed 1. That is France into Group A. Turkey into Group B. The host, Serbia, into Group C. And Spain into Group D. Moving to seed 2. This is Lithuania into Group A. Germany into Group B. Slovenia into Group C. And Italy into Group D. Moving to seed 3. That's Israel into Group A. Croatia into Group B. Finland into Group C. And Greece into Group D. Moving to seed 4. Sweden into Group A. Poland into Group B. Czechia into Group C. And Denmark into Group D. Now we will draw the numbers 1 to 4 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 3. Number 4. Number 1. And number 2. This concludes the draw for the Under-18 European Championship. Please stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the draw for the next competition. Okay, we're ready to continue. We're now moving to the under-20 categories, and in the under-20s we only have divisions B and A. We'll start with the Under-20 Women's European Championship Division B to be played in Craiova, Romania from the 28th of July to the 6th of August. This is a competition with 17 teams. That means 3 groups of 4 and 1 group of 5. Predetermined as the group of 5 is Group D. Okay? We're ready to go with the teams in Seed 1. Germany into Group A. That is the host, Romania, into Group B. The Netherlands into Group C. And Bulgaria into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. That is Ukraine into Group A. Greece into Group B. Croatia into Group C. And Iceland into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 3. Great Britain into Group A. Ireland into Group B. Slovenia into Group C. And Slovakia into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 4. Switzerland into Group A. Georgia into Group B. Kosovo into Group C. And Norway, Group D. We have one team in Seed 5. Which is Austria. As mentioned before, Austria will go to the predetermined group of 5, which is Group D, and will also automatically be assigned number 5. We will now draw numbers 1 to 4 for the remaining teams. That's number 1 for the first line. Followed by number 2. followed by number 3. And number 4. This concludes the draw for the Under-20 Women's European Championship Division B. We will continue to prepare the next competition, and as usual, we will take a look at the medalists from the Under-20 Women's Championship last year. Spain lifted the trophy, Czechia won silver, Italy bronze, and again we have prepared highlights from this tournament.
Behind the back pass. Shot is blocked though. Amira Mabu with the block. Martina Pacorna. Dembele has it. She drives. Scoop layup up and good. Mama Dembele with 22.3.
Okay, we're ready to continue with the FIBA Under-20 Women's European Championship that will be played in the Lithuanian cities of Klaipėda and Vilnius from the 29th of July to the 6th of August. 16 teams, 4 groups of 4. We're ready to go with team from seed 1. This is Serbia into Group A. France into Group B. Spain into Group C. And Italy into Group D. Moving to seed 2. Czechia into Group A. This is Hungary, goes into Group B. Poland into Group C. And Belgium into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Portugal into Group A. The host Lithuania into Group B. This is Sweden into Group C. and Latvia into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 4. Israel into Group A. Finland into Group B. Montenegro into Group C. And Turkey into Group D. Now we will draw the numbers 1 to 4 for the order of the games. We'll start with number 3 for the first line. Number 4. Number 1. And number 2. This concludes the draw for the Under-20 Women's European Championship. Please stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the draw for the next competition. Okay, we're ready to go. And the next competition and the final category of the day is the Under-20 men's category. We'll start with the Under-20 European Championship Division B to be played in Skopje, North Macedonia from the 7th to the 16th of July. This competition has 19 teams. That means 1 group of 4 and 3 groups of 5. The groups of 5 are predetermined as groups A, B, and D. We're ready to go with team from Seed 1. This is Czechia into Group A. Portugal into Group B. Ukraine into Group C. And Latvia into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. Bulgaria into Group A. Great Britain into Group B. Sweden into Group C. And Finland into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 3. The host, North Macedonia, into Group A. Hungary into Group B. Georgia into Group C. And the Netherlands into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 4. Slovakia into Group A. Luxembourg into Group B. Kosovo into Group C. And Albania into Group D. Now we have 3 teams in Seed 5. They will now be drawn into the predetermined groups of 5, which are Groups A, B, and D. The first team will go into Group A. And that is Ireland into Group A. Austria into Group B. And finally, Switzerland predetermined into Group D. Ireland, Austria, and Switzerland will all automatically be assigned number 5, and we will draw numbers 1 to 4 for the remaining teams. We'll start with number 3 for the first line. Followed by number 2. Number 4. And number 1. This concludes the draw for the Under-20 European Championship Division B. And we're almost at the end. We will now prepare the last draw of today. In the meantime, let's have a look at the medalists of last year's Under-20 European Championship. Spain lifted the trophy, Lithuania with silver, and Montenegro with bronze. And we have also here prepared highlights of that tournament.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, Laku Notch. baloncesto, man, cata mucho. I mean, he wraps it around the... Oh, baby! Basket throws it down and gets the and one. Well, Lamas Vaca. Tarasevic just gets rejected. Well, what a block. Goes in the lane, goes. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh baby! What a move!
Okay. We are ready for the final draw of today, and this is the draw for the Under-20 European Championship to be played in Heraklion, Greece, from the 8th to the 16th of July. And 16 teams, 4 groups of 4, we're ready to go. This is Israel into Group A. Spain into Group B. Lithuania into Group C. And France into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. Turkey into Group A. Montenegro into Group B. Croatia into Group C. And Germany into Group D. Moving to Seed 3. Italy into Group A. Serbia into Group B. The host, Greece, into Group C. And Slovenia into Group D. The last seed of the day, Seed 4. This is Belgium for Group A. Estonia into Group B. Poland into Group C. and Iceland into Group D. Now the final 4 numbers of today to determine the order of the games. Fortunately, don't see from here. Yes, number 2. Followed by number 3. Number 4. And number 1. This concludes the draw for the Under-20 European Championship 2023. This concludes all of the draws of today. I want to thank very much both Ginteras and especially Dan for his help today. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the draws. All that's left for me to say is to wish all of the participating teams and the hosts the best of luck in both organizing the tournaments and also playing the tournaments. And thank you very much for being here with us, either in the room or online. Good luck and goodbye. Just a bit of housekeeping. We'll have lunch in the main restaurant of the hotel starting in 10 minutes. And also for those representatives of the national federations that require uniform badges, you will find Luis here